Am I the a-hole for how I convinced my dad to let me live somewhere else when my stepmonster's dying? This is a throwaway account, just an FYI to start with. Background details. Mom died when I was 4 in a really sudden way. Dad had started dating again within a year and remarried within a couple of years. When stepmonster moved in, she boxed up photos of my mom, her clothes, and her keepsakes and tossed them out. They were saved by my aunt, who saw them outside our house. Dad supported stepmonster in her ban of mom being mentioned in the house. We moved a while after the wedding because stepmonster didn't want my mom's family in my life, and my dad supported her wish. She didn't want them in my life to connect me to mom because she felt it would keep me from calling her mom. My grandparents got grandparents' visitation even though we lived in different states, and I still saw them and my aunts, uncles, and other family on mom's side. It wasn't a lot, but I saw them. My dad and stepmonster had some kids together who are still really young now. I never forgave my dad or stepmonster for everything that happened, and I always had a bad relationship with them, even if she did try to be a good mom, and I never respected or appreciated her or respected him. Moving on to the post. My stepmonster got sick months ago and was diagnosed with the kind of cancer they can't cure. Her and my dad took the news badly, and she was upset and worried about how she'd be remembered and what their kids, and would they really remember her. I told my dad I wanted to move out, and he told me I was needed now more than ever and I'd regret if I moved. I told my dad unless he wanted me to taunt stepmonster about the next wife boxing her up and tossing her in the garbage, he would let me go. This happened months ago, by the way. Dad acted like he was shocked I'd think about doing it, and I reminded him it's what they did. I said I would gladly make her last weeks or months miserable and fill her with the idea that she'll be erased once she's gone and her kids won't be allowed to remember her. I said it's what she deserved. My dad gave in and he let me move to my grandparents. There were 2 times I thought he'd chicken out, so I even had a draft text saved where I taunted stepmonster about what was to come. I only deleted it when I was finally living with my grandparents. My dad thought I'd be back within a few weeks, but I'm planning to stay. He even gave my grandparents permission to register me for high school here, so I'm settled and staying. I told him that. He was like, WTF? Then he asked about saying goodbye, and I told him I wasn't interested. His wife texted and called too, but I ignore her. I know I would say the awful shit if I replied or spoke to her. I really don't want to hear her cry and say she loves me when she's just selfish and maybe realizes now what a cruel ass-bee she was. A few nights ago, my dad chewed me out over text for how I went about all this, and he told me I was cruel and to taunt a dying woman is a million times worse than what she did. I don't feel bad about it, and I'm glad I'm not around to hear all the sympathy and pity for her because I don't feel any. Or for my dad. But even the fact I still have the urge to write the stuff I threatened to makes me wonder if I'm the a-hole for how I got what I wanted, because I know my dad is protecting his wife and doesn't like any of this. And I know I added stress to an already stressful situation. Am I the a-hole?